Oh, yes, oh, yes. Now, the wait for the 3 British lightweights ended today. The 3 lightweights I'm talking about are all women. They've been waiting for months, for weeks, for the name of the lone boxer who's been selected for the World Women's Amateur Championships, which take place in China next month. The championships are the only Olympic qualifier for women. Today, the nomination, the card, the hope, the lucky ticket went to friend of the show, Natasha Jonas, who I'm delighted to say joins me now on the line. First of all, Natasha, congratulations.
Oh, thanks for that, Steve.
It was must have been fairly tense the last few months, finding out if you were going to get the vote over the other 2.
It is, especially because we've been together for so long and we're always sparring and, yeah, you're always trying to compete and stuff, but you're still trying to keep it friendly as well.
Did you think at any point in the last 6 or so months that perhaps you'd fallen out of favour a little bit, Natasha, and that maybe Amanda had edged in front of you, you'd beaten her, or that maybe Hannah was in front of you? I mean, in your head, let's tell the truth. Have you lost sleep the last 4 or 5 months at any point?
I was losing sleep before the test event.
Okay, good.
I started to sleep a bit better after that.
You had a great test event, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good test event, so.
Yeah, which is really what Rob's been talking about for the last year or so, 18 months with the men and also with the women. That if you go into the important events and you put in a good show, then that's going to move you slightly closer. When did you find out, Natasha?
It was yesterday evening.
Oh, brilliant! And what about? Have you spoken to either of the other 2 women?
I managed to speak to Amanda before I left. Before I left yesterday, because I left camp early. And to be honest, it's always been a friendly, great rivalry between.
It has, I know that. Now, what's the story with the qualification? Is it the quarterfinals out there, something like that?
It is, yeah. You've got to reach the last 8.
Okay. Now, have you been at the Worlds before?
I have, yeah.
And did you reach the last 8 then?
I did. That was at 64.
Oh, yeah, of course. You've come down, haven't you?
But yeah, I'm confident I can do it again. There's no reason why I can't.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, it's all, we don't want to start getting too confident and too happy, but your gut feeling is that it's going to be all right, and that's enough for me, mate.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Natasha, I'm delighted for you. I'll see you after you come back from China. I'll see you throughout the Olympic run. Natasha Jonas today named to the squad that's going to go out to the Women's World Amateur Championships in China, along with flyweight and friend of the show Nicola Adams, and also also Savannah Marshall from Hartlepool at middleweight. Well, I'll tell you this now. I'll go out. I'll put my big fat head on the line, as they say in the trade, and I'll tell you now, all 3 of them will get a medal at the Olympics. And in fact, I'll tell you what, they will switch the way the women's boxing is viewed, and people will look at it very seriously. And any sport that has 3 competitors and gets 3 medals is unbelievable. It gets so much credibility inside the amateur sports movement, and also British sport, and also within the BOA. You can't hide it. You can't shun it. So expect those 3 to get medals. Certainly one of them, maybe even 2, to be finalists. Certainly one to be a gold. I'm convinced of it. And having got those medals, expect that sport to go absolutely crazy. I'm convinced of it. And they're all terrific. They've been around for a long while, and I like them. And I've had them on the show here loads and loads of times. And I like to get them on here because I give them a bit of media training, so that when 6 months later the other shows on places like Sky use them, they've had a bit of training with me. Anyway.